Tonight on the Rundown, LSU basketball is in the news for all the wrong reasons. Both the FBI and the NCAA are reportedly taking a closer look at the program, and we'll be joined live by Jared Joseph, who is at Will Wade's press conference, and sports director Madeline Adams, who will provide us with the latest. All that and more, let's run it down. Hello and welcome to the Rundown with Reggie Chatman. I'm Reggie Chatman. After making headlines for being a part of a report which revealed a pay-for-play scheme across many programs last week, the LSU basketball team is back in the spotlight. Yahoo reported last night that the NCAA has been taking a closer look at Will Wade's recruiting tactics for the past 6 months. An inquiry was started back when Wade was first hired in March, but has since slowed down due to lack of on-the-record specifics about his recruiting. The report says that the NCAA's inquiry has gone as far back to his days at VCU. The NCAA appears to be just in the information-gathering stage as of now. Since that report, LSU released a statement saying, quote, LSU has confirmed with NCAA officials that there is no active investigation into the men's basketball program. LSU Athletics stands for full compliance and partnership with the NCAA and the SEC. We're now joined live by sports reporter Jared Joseph, who was just at the Will Wade press conference and will give us the latest from that. Jared?
Thanks, Reggie. Well, I'm here outside the Pete Maravich Assembly Center where Coach Wade is supposed to speak at a media session at 5. However, he has not gone up yet. But it is important to remember that LSU Athletic Director Joe Oliva did send out a message earlier today saying that he has spoken to the staff and no one has had direct contact with the NCAA in regards to these irregularities. However, the seniors who were present today at the media session talked about their time with the team, and among them was Aaron Epps saying that he wishes he had more time with the team and that he enjoyed playing with Coach Wade and was trying to assure that the team would be left in good hands. Back to you, Reggie.
Thanks so much, Jared. Now, in studio, we're joined by my boss and sports reporter, Madeline Adams. Madeline, what is your take on all of this?
Well, Reggie, obviously it's a bit troubling, but I'm going to try to provide some perspective on this. So the LSU basketball team went 11-22 last season. Then Will Wade strung together the number 3 recruiting class in the nation. It's the NCAA's job to look into situations like this. The statement LSU released today made it very clear that there's no formal investigation underway. However, that doesn't necessarily contradict the Yahoo article. Now, the NCAA most likely took a look into the program, may still be inquiring, but has yet to file for a formal investigation. That's a good sign. The NCAA is doing their job. LSU has still not given them reason to start up an investigation. There's a lot of speculation, but we have to look at the specific wording from these reports. A collegiate basketball team never wants to be in the limelight, but right now, as referenced by LSU's statement, the NCAA looked into the program but found no grounds yet for a formal investigation. So, Reggie, LSU can continue their season as normal right now.
Absolutely. Their next home game is their last one of the season, and it's on senior night against Mississippi State. Well, thanks so much, Madeline, for being on the show. Now, while the men have to wait until this weekend to have their senior night, the 24th ranked women's basketball team had theirs on Sunday. Our Kylie Maris was at the PMAC and has the story.
It was a farewell tribute in the Pete Maravich Assembly Center on Sunday as coaches, players, and fans recognized a lone Lady Tiger in her last home game. Senior guard Regine Lewis and the Tigers wrapped up their final game in overtime with a 79-78 win over Alabama.
I think this is a special moment for my senior night.
The night ended for Lewis when she fouled out early in the fourth quarter, but she credits her teammates for their joint efforts.
I was kind of feeling sick on the bench because I couldn't handle it because usually I'm in the game, but, I was getting nauseous. But it was oh my God, just thank God, man. I just want to thank God for everything. Like, I just appreciate every moment, the overtime, the defense, the clutch shots by Chloe.
Lewis's teammate, Ayanna Mitchell, had a career-high 27 points, making a huge impact on the win over Alabama.
It's just like we got to get it done. Ray is my best friend. She's done a lot for this program. And I didn't want her to go out with an L. So I did everything in my power that I could do.
Lewis says her senior night was unforgettable, but her focus lies on the upcoming days.
We're taking it one step at a time. Our regular season is over. We're going to celebrate this win, but Tuesday we back at it, and just ready to go. It's a blessing.
The win over Alabama places the Lady Tigers at the number 4 seed in the SEC tournament. For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Kylie Maris.
Now, when we return, we get to baseball. LSU and Texas faced off in a series this weekend, which pitted two top 20 opponents against each other. We'll have a recap of what happened there. And one Baton Rouge barber has gained some pretty high-profile customers. Sports reporter Sydney Roberts is in the building and has that story. The Rundown will be right back after this. Welcome back to the Rundown. This past weekend, the number 8 Tigers welcomed the number 20 Longhorns to the box for a weekend series in a rematch of the 2009 College World Series Finals. Friday evening was a hit parade for the Tigers, clinching their first game 13-4 behind a solid start from pitcher Zach Hess, who struggled last weekend against Notre Dame. But on Saturday, the electricity was at a series high as the Tigers had a chance to clinch the series. Anna James Howell had more.
In Game 2 of the series, LSU defeated Texas Saturday night, again in come-from-behind fashion. The Tigers trailed 5-0 before scoring 10 unanswered runs to clinch the win.
Listen, it was a wonderful win. We were just remarking it felt like a super regional atmosphere here tonight. You know, the electricity in the stadium and the dugout, the intensity that the players were playing with.
Senior Austin Bain had a solid performance at the plate, boasting 2 hits and 1 run. Bain feels the opportunity to hit also gives him an advantage when it comes to pitching.
I'm real loose coming in instead of having to stand there for 8 innings or 3 hours and just like stiffen up. I'm more loose, I feel stronger, I feel more involved in the game, and it's easier to go out there and perform.
Bain's teammate and former roommate Bryce Jordan was quick to state his support of the closeout pitcher.
We've grown old together, but I love him to death, and he's gonna go out there and compete. And I don't want anybody else on the mound in the 9th inning other than Bain. So.
For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Anna Jane Howell.
Now, Sunday didn't end nearly as well for the Tigers. Texas came in and dominated, winning 11-1. The loss is a bad one, but LSU's managing to win this series will calm a few nerves that started up after losing last week's series against Notre Dame. The Tigers are back in action again against Grambling State on Tuesday. Now we go to Tiger TV sports reporter Sydney Roberts, who caught up with a barber of some LSU stars. Sid?
Thanks, Reggie. Yes, so collegiate athletes have become some of the most influential people on social media, and LSU is no exception. Where personal style and online presence is key, one Baton Rouge barber has made the most of all the benefits and exposure that has come with his high-profile clientele.
Tre'Davious White may live in New York playing for the Buffalo Bills, but when he needs his haircut, he makes sure to pay a visit to his barber all the way back in Baton Rouge. TJ Malvo started cutting White's hair when he was playing at LSU. He even traveled with him to the 2017 NFL Draft.
When I moved to Baton Rouge, started in the shop and another shop, and I used to just sit down all day and I didn't have any clientele. I knew I can cut hair, but nobody else did because I wasn't from the area.
After his move, Malvo was forced to start from square one, but he was eager to build his clientele. And with the help from then LSU athletes Vernon Norwood and Kenny Hilliard, Malvo's business blew up like he never thought possible.
All the athletes and all the publicity, it draws in a lot of clientele.
A little over 4 years later, Malvo had secured dozens of high-profile athletes as clients. They helped promote him, and he was able to open his own shop in July of 2017. He named it Draft Picks Barbershop, inspired by former LSU football defensive tackle Devon Gotcha.
He used to always say, man, get me draft day fresh. Get me draft day fresh. So, and then started sticking. He would say it, and he would put it on Snapchat, and then it just kind of stuck.
Malvo says he continues to get calls and texts from his former clients, even once they've moved on to the professional level.
I think it's my personality. I don't know why, but with the athletes, I'm more like a big brother than just a barber.
Social media and the influence of his clients have made all the difference in Malvo's success. So much so that he has an entire wall in his shop dedicated to every athlete who has trusted him to keep them draft day fresh, both on and off the field.
So how do you top the NFL draft? Well, Malvo says that he wants to attend the NBA draft and the MLB draft cutting clients, and he hopes to one day be able to travel the country with clients doing what he loves. Stick around, we'll have more of the rundown after the break.
Welcome back to the show. We talked about what happened in the LSU versus Texas series over the weekend, but my favorite moment happened on Saturday. Yes, what you see behind me is exactly what you think it is. After raking a base hit in the 5th inning, Beau Jordan flipped off Texas pitcher Chase Shugart and was immediately ejected from the game. Twitter, of course, went crazy, and the comeback win is being credited to what many are calling the rally finger. Beau's twin brother Bryce talked about the incident after the game and the relationship between his brother and Shugart.
Yeah, we know Sugar. Yeah, we played summer ball together growing up. When he lives about 40 minutes away from my house, he lives in Bridge City, so we played in the Texas summer ball team with him, and so we knew him pretty good coming in.
Now, the best part about this is I've already seen shirts created about this incident, and I'm absolutely going to buy one. That's all the time we have for the rundown tonight. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Reggie Chatman and Tiger TV at TTV_sports. I'll see y'all next week.